Shedeur Sanders is seen at the club, and why that may not necessarily be a bad thing. Y'all, let's get into my take right now. Yes, guys. Welcome back to the channel, man. Y'all know what it is. It's Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the real Cigar Jeff, man. Y'all do me a favor. Make sure as soon as you come into the building, you hit that subscribe button, man. Get down in the description, support the channel. Y'all know the routine. Let's get into this thing. Guys, what a weekend it has been for Shedeur Sanders. And if you guys have been following my channel and seen some of my latest videos, kind of going over what I thought happened at the draft, I can tell y'all right now, when I saw the video of Shedeur in the club, my initial instinct was like, what is this guy doing? But guys, something happened that changed my mind. And why it's a good thing that Shedeur's in the club. Shedeur got his eyes open in this draft process. And something happened over the weekend, guys, that really shifted Shedeur's perception in the media. And what happened? The son of that dumbass coach from the Atlanta Falcons, when it was revealed that he was the one who prank called Shedeur Sanders. Guys, everybody who was talking racism, collusion, all this kind of stuff, that prank phone call, when it was revealed who did it, it validated all that. The NFL got a serious problem. Now, if y'all watch my videos, y'all know that's not what I said. But for the people who went down that route, when you got this guy who's the son of an Atlanta Falcons coach, guys, being a coach at this level, or at that level, that stuff is like HIPAA law, right? You can't leave your iPad open. Hell, I'm not an NFL coach and I don't leave my stuff open. I got my settings to where it'll immediately cut off. Because when you're dealing with people's personal info, you can't take a chance of anybody doing this. And guys, guess what? It's the son of the coach, which means Atlanta should have fired him. Atlanta should have fired the coach. You can't take a chance of this happening. That's why I was happy Shedeur was in the club. Because at the end of the day, Shedeur didn't want to hear a whole lot of feedback on his interviews and all this kind of stuff. And that's why I'm saying, by him being in the club, flashing and all that, in his mind now, this is not Jeff speaking, in his mind, yeah, y'all see, they were colluding against me. It was the devil. It was that. When I saw Shedeur in that rapping, tank top, Louis briefcase full of money, doing what he does, because that kid did that, it vindicated Shedeur. He don't care that he was fifth round. He doesn't care that he was fifth round. What it showed was, oh, y'all are really coming after me. So unfortunately for Shedeur's roots are going to get deeper in this mantra. That's why I'm saying it's good for him, because he didn't want to have to actually change and adjust for NFL life. And when that guy did that, now Shedeur has gotten sympathy from the media. Shedeur has gotten backup from his community, as he should, because if it does come to light that there was some collusion, I think the Atlanta coach, this is just my opinion, I think the Atlanta coach wanted that to happen. I think it was so many people that wanted to humiliate Shedeur Sanders. And even though I made videos critical of Shedeur, y'all can go through my channel, just click on the Deion Sanders playlist, and you're going to see I said Shedeur should have been number one. I think the jersey should have gotten retired. You can see all of how pro Shedeur I was. And although I wouldn't do what Shedeur did, because I don't have that kind of cachet and I don't have that kind of cash, I can understand why he's doing it. Because he had to sit there and listen to everybody tell him he was going to have to change. But when this son of this Atlanta Falcons coach did what they did, Shedeur can now say, hey, y'all were trying to break me. Y'all were trying to humble me, and that's not what this is about. And the Atlanta Falcons, who didn't even have a shot at getting Shedeur, that's why I think they were in on it. I think a lot of, because as you guys saw, I think Isaiah Bond got prank called too. Shiloh got prank called. I think what you're going to watch now is, now we understand that some of this stuff is being done by people in the NFL itself. And if this is going to be the norm, the NFL going to have to come up with a new system of letting people know that they're drafted, or the guy's going to find out on TV, just like us. It won't be on these ceremonial presentations that we go to somebody's house and see them, reacting. All that stuff's going to be done if the NFL cannot protect it. But guys, I can tell you, do I hate that Shedeur was in the club? Personally, I hate that Shedeur was in the club. Because at the end of the day, guys, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Like Emmanuel Acho said, he got to pray that somebody get injured. Because unless they get rid of Deshaun Watson, unless they get rid of Joe Flacco, I don't see Shedeur starting. And I think right now Shedeur will be fighting for that third spot just because of where he's at. I think if they don't get rid of Deshaun Watson's contract, and the worst thing that happened for Shedeur with Deshaun Watson got married. And Deshaun Watson has kind of been out of the news since he got married, worked on his rehab and that kind of thing. Now, they may trade him. They got 5 quarterbacks, so we'll see what's happening. But I think it's a good thing for Shedeur. I think he needed his confidence. I think he was putting on a good face, but all the while he was hurting. Y'all go back to what he said on one of the well-off media videos. He said, "Now I know how a person in jail feels who didn't do the crime." Well, what Shedeur got to understand is, according to some of these reports, you took the process for granted. And even if you didn't take the process for granted, the association is that you took the process for granted. But I was glad to see him in the club. I think now he's lost. He's lost. And like I said on my other channel, Jeff Sunday Service, now it's time for redemption, restoration, and renewal. Right? We can't expect the dude to sit home and sulk. I'm glad to see that he took his medicine. He lost a buttload of money, lost a buttload of influence, but now he coming back. And the Shedeur that wants to be this legendary brand, all this kind of stuff, he wants to do that. Now he can do it. He's got to make that money off the field, so creating that brand is even more important now. And unfortunately, some of us old school people probably not going to like to see it. But because he's a 5th-round pick and ain't guaranteed the same amount of money he would have gotten had he gone in the 1st round, I understand now he got to do this brand. And why, guys? I hate to say it. If the NFL is going to allow these kids to do stuff like these prank calls and ruin their image and ruin their brand, Shedeur now needs to make sure that he focuses on his brand in addition to prepare for football. Because what the NFL did to him, and if they don't fire this guy, fire the coach, and actually sue the kid that did it, Shedeur has every right now to be exactly how he is. And again, the NFL only has themselves to blame. So I'm glad he was in the club, man. Glad he recovered. Glad he trying to get back to life and all that kind of stuff. Because sometimes we can be too hard on ourselves after we lose. Well, you know what? When you lose, get up and play the game again. And I hope Shedeur does what he needs to do. But in the meantime, guys, let's see what's going to happen, man. What do y'all think about this? Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, we gonna holler.